Senna.
Pals.
We are living single. What?
You smell fresh.
Thanks.
Good on you. Every week going forward.
No more.
Jaby Della Ghetto. How does it smell-o? Go ahead, because people aren't going to remember what happened last week. You said something about elevators.
That is Jaby. He does not want subtle fragrance. He wants to be that guy who walks into the elevator and everyone's like,
You got that all backwards.
what's that smell? I told the story wrong. Jaby wants to be like that type of person who, when he goes into an elevator and then leaves, and then someone else comes in after he's already gone, and they smell his fragrance, and they're like, what is that?
Exactly. That's the story. Nice. You've corrected it.
I corrected.
I didn't even have to say anything
Yeah,
to you.
see? I told it wrong. And then I realized that
Yes.
I told it
no,
wrong.
but like the thing about it is that you're still kind of mixing it up.
Okay.
What happens is this. I will walk into an elevator and I will smell hotness. And it's like, that was a hot girl, whoever was in here.
No, that's just called false advertising.
Well, I don't know.
Well, exactly.
In my head, she's beautiful. She's the hottest girl, and I just missed her.
Catfish 101.
Just like this much. I just missed her by a moment. If I just step out of the elevator on the right floor, I can maybe catch up to her. That's like the feeling. So
See, I like to be subtle.
no one can smell it.
Exactly. You got to get
Unless
close.
we're stuck in a room for 90 minutes watching Living Single.
Exactly.
So, no, but like, what'll happen is I'll go, okay, subtle. No one can smell it. People will look at me and be like, you're wearing cologne. I'm like, and then they got to go like, they literally have to be on top of my neck in order to smell anything. I'm like, that's not working. So then I go a little bit more and it's like, oh, it's too much now. And people are like, I'm like, where's this happy medium? How are you supposed to?
There is none. Maybe you should do the thing where you just spray in front of you and then just like walk into it. It's just like that.
What is going on, everybody? I'm Jaby Koay, joined by Char Kirk.
Yo.
Watching Living Single, a 2020s kind of gal in what kind of world?
I forget the lyrics.
Yeah. If you don't say 90s kind of girl.
I just go, living, we are living single. I am that person.
Anyway, we're watching Living Single, Season 2, Episodes 13, 14, and 15. A hair-raising experience is the episode we're about to watch. If you want to watch the whole thing with us without any cuts or interruptions, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/cinejump or cinejump.com. Both URLs will get you there the same, but you will need your own access to the show, which you are watching through Disney+, so you can open up each episode side by side with our reaction. We give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown sync. And it's like you're watching with two of your favorite pals from the internet.
Yo.
Yes, Scooter. I'll tell Khadijah you called.
Oh, it's good.
Hey, so how do you like Montenegro? Well, give my regards to the king.
Oh, he's not in the show anymore.
Then give my regards to the rebel leader.
He's on the phone.
Yeah.
We didn't see him.
That's true.
He just landed in Montenegro, but he said the concert went great, and he'll call you when he gets to Vienna. Oh, and he said, Ich liebe dich, which
What?
means I love you.
Sounded like something else.
Lich über dich.
Ich liebe dich.
Well, did he sound, like he missed me?
Khadijah, in the whole 10 seconds that we spoke, I sensed nothing but utter loneliness and total despair.
Poor Scooty Pooty.
Oh.
That's what he get for leaving me.
She gonna go visit him?
No.
This long-distance relationship is getting tired.
I never really had a long-distance relationship before, but I did hook up with this guy on a plane once. We got in trouble when he
Mile High Club.
broke the smoke detector with his foot.
What?
What do your random exploits have to do with Khadijah's problem?
Hey, you want to stay on the subject or you want to hear a good story?
She used to be a dancer.
So what happened next?
He got dressed, went back to the cockpit.
Oh, my God.
He was the pilot.
She used to be a dancer. You see her?
Yes, I saw her
outward
turn out. Yeah.
Khadijah, you got a history book on Kenya, yeah?
Right there on the show.
Yeah, Kyle's putting the finishing touches on a plan that would not only benefit himself, he's gonna be like a young black dreadlock-wearing Gandhi.
Did he hit her head?
Thank you, Overton. I'm making my first presentation to the partners tomorrow.
Oh.
So letting your boss whoop you behind the tennis really paid off, huh?
Yeah, but no, they're really excited about my idea for an African mutual fund.
Oh.
The continent's been pretty much ignored by the financial community, and I am going to be the man to capitalize on it.
So this means you'll be moving to Africa soon, huh?
She excited?
Now, there's a long-distance relationship that could work.
Sorry, Jane Pittman.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
This is going to be my ticket to the next level.
Oh, please, can't that ticket take you to Africa?
When I do get promoted, I'm going to take you all out to the Rainbow Room.
Ooh.
Oh,
Not
except
you.
for you.
God, I was just kidding. Huh? Oh, good luck at the big meeting, huh?
What's up? Whatever, I don't have. Morning, Kyle.
Hello.
Running a little late, Kyle. You got 6 minutes.
Oh my
6?
gosh.
Well, I'll only need 5.5. We can spend the last 30 seconds schmoozing.
Okay.
Get to it, get to
yeah,
it,
they
roll
didn't
it.
like that joke.
Now, knowing that the firm is always looking to develop emerging markets, my research shows that the next financial frontier is Africa.
By the way, Kyle, that's a handsome laser pointer.
Oh, don't get distracted. Keep on it. 5 minutes.
But as I was saying, Africa is a continent poised for growth. We're looking at an economic expansion rate of over 30 to 40% within the next 12 months.
Wow.
Okay.
And remember our perception of Latin America in the 80s, and you know how much this firm makes off of Latin American investments today.
Okay.
Sure. Sure.
And the African fund can be just as profitable, assuming we have a funds manager
they have
with
the
great
vision?
expertise and experience. I suggest myself.
That's a bit greedy, Kyle.
Well, you gentlemen were my role models. On that note, so, when can I expect to hear a decision?
When we tell you.
Oh.
Jesus.
That doesn't sound promising. Oh, she's just waiting by the phone, bless her.
They don't have pagers? Do pagers not work?
Not internationally, I don't think.
Scooter!
Oh,
That was the least convincing ring sound I've ever heard.
I know.
Hey! I see you stayed up all night
Diabolical.
again waiting for Scooter to call.
I did not. I stayed up till 2. I got up at 4.
Oh,
Called last night around 2:30. I was gonna wake you, but you were sleeping so soundly.
Oh my
oh,
gosh.
just wake her next time.
Did you talk to him? What did he say?
The record company chartered a private boat, and Scooter and the ladies from the band cruised the River Seine.
Don't. Just lie.
They danced the night away at a private party atop.
Why are you saying this lie?
But I could tell he was having no fun at all since you weren't there.
Oh my God.
Okay.
No, this is-
Listen, I don't get it. They were obviously impressed with my proposal, right? And yesterday, Jeffrey went out of his way to say hello to me at the water cooler.
Okay.
Maybe he liked the laser pointer.
Do people really stand by the water cooler? And you miss so much when you work for yourself.
That's true.
There gotta be somebody down at the firm you can ask for advice. What about that brother Lawrence? We played poker with him.
Man, Lawrence is an egotistical, self-centered jackass.
Oh, yeah.
He's a jackass you got access to.
That is true.
I wonder if he's free for lunch.
Isn't he the one he yelled at to get out of his home?
Maybe.
I can't remember.
Well, I wanted to talk. Hey, that's one heck of a tie. Thank you.
Really not.
That was so artificial.
Well, it seemed to me that my presentation went well. Well, what did you think of my proposal?
It was very impressive.
Okay.
But you should be aware there is one stumbling block.
Which is?
What? It's your appearance.
Wow.
Oh.
But this jacket is Armani, this vest is Versace.
No,
these
that's not what he's
pants are
talking
Subaru.
about.
I mean, I could go on.
That's not what he's talking about.
Kyle, no, it's not your clothes. It's your hair.
My hair?
That's so messed up.
What does my hair have to do with me becoming funds manager for this project?
Well, we don't think it's corporate enough.
Gosh.
You'll be representing this company to a much higher level clientele. And then
And?
your appearance becomes much more important. So take my advice. Change the hair.
What's wrong with it? I don't understand.
Because he's wearing just like a very black hairstyle.
But it's not loud.
It's not, but still.
It's not like
It's-
coming in with like green hair. What? No.
I like his other hair. No.
Yeah, no, Kyle, come Come on, honey. I think you made the right
I'm just too
choice.
used to the other
it's
hairstyle.
Conservative yet stylish.
That's clearly just
not.
Yeah, exactly. That's clearly just put on top of his hair.
Oh, thank God.
Hey, how about something old that's something new again, huh?
Let's go,
The
let's go.
shag.
Let's go.
Hey, come on.
The shag? That's not very corporate, is it? Oh my God.
So much better. So much better.
Don't even try it. It's too late. Oh, we saw you sitting there looking like a black David Cassidy.
Kyle is in a career crisis, so you can either stay here and help, or you can leave.
Can we just stay here and laugh at him?
It's a little richer.
Check it out, dog. The receding hairline.
What the hell is going on here?
Well, it seems that the only way that I will be getting my promotion is if I change my hairstyle to something more corporate.
Which is bullshit.
Kyle, you must know that when you work in the corporate world, sometimes you have to conform to get ahead. That's why I went into business for myself.
Exactly.
I know what's poppin'.
We all have to compromise sometimes. And if changing your hair means helping Africa and getting paid, I say snip, snip.
But my dreads are an expression of my culture. If I change my hair, wouldn't that be selling out?
Kyle, you're a stockbroker.
Oh my God.
You're a sellout either way.
You know, I have worked too hard and come too far to let something like my hair hold me back now.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Besides, maybe it is time for a change.
Uh-oh.
No. Don't do it.
Who's this miracle barber you've been telling me about?
All right, you go down to Shane's and ask for Mo. He's the best there is. He's a little guy about 4'3". But don't worry, cause the chair's in a pit.
I don't want him to change his hair. I think it looks great.
No, I love his hair.
That's why I suggest myself as funds manager.
Kyle, that's an impressive presentation.
However, there's one little adjustment you can make.
It's a dream.
Something's missing.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Kyle.
Overton, man, I'm so glad to see you.
Does he have hair now?
Meet Mo, the bar.
What? Oh my God.
Goodness.
This concludes my presentation.
Kyle, it's time to perform for the Queen.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Your Majesty.
She's
Nightmare.
The queen. She's the queen. The evil queen.
Khadijah, Scooter just called us from London.
What?
He said we're trying to reach you, but your phone been busy.
Max, didn't you hear that phone beep? Michael, I gotta go. Someone needs to use the phone.
I'd be so mad at her.
I'm gonna tie up both lines like that.
Only one of them was long distance.
He said that he's thinking of you all the time, the photo shoot went well, and that he and the girls met the Queen of England
Wow.
and danced the night away at Buckingham Palace.
Isn't he just having a merry
Wow.
old cheery old time?
Exactly. That would
Right.
make her...
Hey, girl, I know Scooter's working, but it also sounds like he's living the life while you living by the phone.
Hey.
You're missing sleep. You don't go out at nights. You haven't done laundry in weeks. I'm running out of clothes, man.
Damn, I need a life, and this is not it. I mean, I'm gonna stop sitting and worrying about that phone. And if Scooter catches me, he just catches me.
How long is Kyle gonna keep us waiting?
First he calls a special meeting and then he's late. He's learning.
Glad you all could make
Oh, thank God.
This better be
Okay.
good.
What can we do for you, Kyle?
Actually, this is about what I cannot do for you. When I joined this firm about 3 years ago, I believed it to be a place where a person advanced because of his or her ability. But I've come to realize that this firm values the superficial over the substantial.
Did he give him bad information?
Maybe.
My hair is not just for fashion. It's part of my heritage. It is a statement of pride.
Here, here.
A statement, by the way, which could show our clients that this firm is not only progressive when investing its money, but also progressive when investing in its people. So, gentlemen, whether you decide to promote me or not,
Are they going to say they never had a problem with his hair?
Probably.
I change my hair.
I'm
Yes.
curious.
Okay.
He never had an issue.
That's it?
Kyle, we resolved the hair issue this morning.
When Lawrence brought it up, we were concerned, but after some discussion, we came to the conclusion that you have just so eloquently stated. If we'd wanted to bring it up to you, Kyle, we would have.
Really?
How did you hear about it anyway?
Oh, God.
Lawrence?
Well, you know I feel it's not in keeping with the company image.
You feel.
Wow.
You really need to loosen up.
Wow. That's a statement.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead with the project and promote you to funds manager.
Yay! Well done, Kyle.
Thank you very much. Well done. Thank you. Kyle, no hard feelings, huh?
Sure, whatever.
No feelings at all, man.
Look, I was just trying to help.
You see, that's the sad part. You actually believe that.
Right.
Yeah. I do.
Still living in ignorance.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. That looks like marshmallow fluff.
We're still just kind of, taking it easy. We're going to take our time.
Oh, I love that Khadijah girl.
What's happening? Why is he looking like that?
Yeah. You and Khadijah.
Oh, man, that would be something, huh?
What is going on?
Possibilities are endless, Mo, my man. Don't laugh while you cut my head, though, man.
I was thinking the same. That was just like way too close. The way he was holding it too. I'm like,
Trying to figure out how to navigate this because I think it's kind of a tricky conversation, but I think it is important.
It's such an interesting and important conversation, like even now.
Yeah, I'm going to come at this in a different way. In terms of like what I've often heard with like feminism, a woman's worst enemy, because like the thinking is the guy is who's standing in her way.
Yeah.
But oftentimes it's another woman who's in her way.
Yes, that
Right?
does happen sometimes. Yeah.
Keeping her down.
Yes.
Right. And so it's just fascinating to explore that with regards to this, where it's like this other black dude who's made it is keeping a fellow black dude down.
Right.
Over something so superficial as well.
Right, and he's not. I think it's cool as well that in the story it's the two old white dudes who are like, oh no, yeah, we talked about it, and then we realized exactly the points that you made, and we don't have a problem with it.
It's see, that's the thing is like that's one case, but there are cases I fully believe where there is the white dude who's got a problem.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
But like through media, we create the world that we want to see,
Yeah.
right? Like we talk about the issues that we see out in the world and we call them out and stuff like that. But I think that the powerful thing about media is that you are able to create the reality that you wish was out there in the world more.
Sure.
Is the way that I look at it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like so perplexed when they mentioned his hair because I was like, there was no part of like any fiber in my being that was like, his hair is clearly the issue. I thought that maybe for some reason it was a race issue. Like, obviously the hair is tied to his race,
exactly.
but like just skin color. But I'm like, wait a second, this dude got in there, so why it can't be that unless it's just you can't have too many black people in there. Like, I'm trying to understand like I'm like trying to anticipate where it's going. His hair was the last thing that was on my mind.
Well, yeah, it's interesting because I've seen some videos on Instagram where I've seen like women talk about it and about how they've been told at work, like it's not professional to have your hair in dreads or braids or whatever.
I've heard it more with women more than guys.
Yeah. And so, I mean, it's still an issue that is going on, and there's this kind of stereotype or this idea that natural black hair is like messy or like unkempt, unprofessional, and all of that. And so you see so many black women who are relaxing their hair, who are, putting on wigs and weaves and extensions, like all of that. Like so much effort is put into making your hair more presentable because the world tells black women like this is what you need to do in order to get ahead in the world, in order to be accepted. And I really love now that we're seeing more and more women just embracing their natural curl pattern and just having natural hair. Like seeing people that I know kind of be like, because it does like wreck your hair as you're doing so many of these treatments and stuff, and like putting in all these like wigs and weaves and whatever, like you get alopecia and like your hair gets really weak and all that. And so
there's a documentary out there about it. I can't remember which comedian
it was Chris Rock.
It was Chris Rock. I was like,
I watched it,
it's either Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle. I was very interested in watching it. I just never got around to it.
Yeah, it was really good. But yeah, like so many women now are just embracing their natural hair, and I think it's great, because it is absolutely bullshit that people out there in the corporate world are basing like your promotions or whatever based off of something as stupid as hair. Like it doesn't and it shouldn't impact how well you do a job. Because that's just you. Your hair is just you expressing like who you are. And in the case of Kyle, I think it's really beautiful to have things that, represent your culture and your heritage and your ancestry. Like, I know this isn't the same, but, like when I was younger and I was modeling and stuff, I was told by a makeup artist, they were like, oh, you should get a nose job. Because, I had like a very flat nose bridge. And at that time, and it might still be the case in Thailand, like this sort of flat nose bridge was not considered very beautiful because it was like very Thai. It was a very Thai feature. Whereas like yours, you've got more of like,
you could have warned me when you put your finger near my eye. I was like, whoa.
Wow. Like yours is like high, right?
Sure.
And it's more like European, like it's more of like
from my white dad.
I didn't get that from my white dad. I got my mom's nose. But I never had an issue with having like a smaller, wider nose, like I really like that about myself. And I like that it speaks to my personal history and heritage. But I hate that there's so much stuff going on out there where we're just trying to make everyone kind of be the same, like be so homogenous and boring. And it's like, no, like all of these things, the way that he does his hair is part of his culture, like a part of his connection to his history, his ancestors, his people, his whatever his heritage is. I think it's beautiful.
It might just be because I saw Cool Runnings as a little kid. It's like, I can't see the problem.
Right.
I'm trying to look through the eyes of someone who would have a problem with it. And I'm like, but it looks clean to me. And I'm someone who's about cleanliness and like being kempt and all that stuff. It looks fine to me as someone who's the most persnickety person that I know.
That's true.
Like, I don't see an issue there. That's what's funny. It's like so I had a hard time wrapping my head around that for a second, but I could
especially because Kyle always comes across as just
super clean,
like he's so fashion conscious and
elegant.
Style conscious. Yeah, he's so elegant in the way that he looks, the way that he speaks. Like everything about him just says, "I am a fashionable, elegant male."
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, the hair.
Yeah.
I think it looks great.
Yeah. Anyway. That was an interesting thing to bring up. Like, that's the very first piece of television I saw that talked about that.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that they brought up something that is just so, I guess, relatable to the Black experience and putting it out there on a mainstream platform.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know what the viewership was for this show, but I'd imagine that there would be a fair amount of non-Black people watching as well, just because it's a good show.
Well, I don't know. All I can tell you is I watched, Family Matters and hanging with Mr. Cooper and the Cosby Show. And
right, I remember that.
I watched a little bit of Martin as a kid too. I presumably yes is the short answer.
Yeah, so I appreciate that, to just have that be put out there.
Yeah.
You know.
The other thing that we haven't really talked about too much is I feel like they just got rid of Scooter. It feels like Power Rangers all over again when they got rid of Zach, Trini, and Kimberly. It's just like, I feel like there was an episode where you know, they were talking to them on the phone like once as just like a further button to send them off on their, like, how are they doing on their trip around the globe?
No, I don't know, because I think I saw a thumbnail and Scooter was back.
Oh, okay. Well, then they
So, I
just
might be
saved
wrong.
themselves the day rate.
Exactly.
Okay.
They're like, we can't afford to have you in every single episode, Scooter. You're great, but we got to find a way to write you out.
Okay.
Or maybe he booked another job. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
He's working on a movie or something.
Maybe.
And then they're like, crap. We got to like find a way to write him out for however long.
It's just that when you don't show the actor.
Or like have the voiceover.
Okay. So here's my classic example: is the end of The Godfather 2 is a flashback, and supposedly Vito Corleone. It's because it's a surprise birthday for Vito Corleone, and Marlon Brando just refused to show up. Like he just wasn't having it, and so it's a surprise birthday party. And so instead of actually showing that, it happens off camera, and you have Michael Corleone alone at the table, right? And you hear the whole family go, "Oh, surprise!" And I remember like a producer or someone going, you know, even though Marlon Brando wasn't there, you could feel his presence. I'm like, bitch, no, you can't. Like, no, you can't. I forgot who said it, but I'm like, I can't feel his presence. I know he's not there. Clearly he's not.
Yeah.
You can't hear him going, you can't hear him. So, no, he's not. And so when I see them talking on the phone and all these messages, I'm like, they just didn't pay him. And I'm just hyper aware of the reality of it, which is they're saving money.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Which, no, like, hey, more power to you. You got to do what you got to do. But it does beg my curiosity of, like, what happened? Like, why didn't they want him? Because they could have easily shot a green screen or something off, you know, a different soundstage with him.
Yeah. And
You
just
know.
had him do his scenes where he like calls in.
Just
and
once.
Just cut in between. Yeah.
Just
they could've.
one time at the top, you
Too
know?
much money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Clearly.
The SAG day rate.
God damn you, SAG.
Yeah. Hey, careful now.
Just kidding. Love SAG.
Anyway, okay, I see Rosie O'Donnell. There's No Ship Like Kinship is what we're watching next.
Oh.
Just forget about it, Sinclair. I do not want to go ice skating this weekend.
Why not?
Still got bruises from the last time we went.
Oh.
You'd reduce the swelling if you just stay down on the ice when you fall.
Give it up, girl. Khadijah is living proof that some people just aren't meant to balance on two little blades.
And you're living proof that two little blades do not. A mustache clear.
Oh no.
I felt that.
Hi, Obi.
Whoa.
Obi, you look exhausted.
Girl, I ain't get a wink of sleep last night.
What
Why
happened?
not?
Kyle singing opera in his sleep again?
I learned to ignore all of that, but since I was up, I figured I'd make you all new mailbox labels. Each one is a brass plate with your name engraved in beautiful old-fashioned script.
Aw, that's nice.
Overton, this is Hebrew.
The mailman's Jewish.
That's cool.
Khadijah, I was wondering if you had a chance to read my article.
Oh.
Hey, you just gave it to me.
8 months ago. It's gonna go stale.
Oh my
Aw.
gosh.
How can an article called What Makes Dogs So Great ever go stale?
That is true.
That's fair, I guess.
And aren't you supposed to be getting Sherry's desk ready?
Already done. The underside of the desk is now gum-free.
Oh, it's a different director.
Back in the day, we were so tight, they used to call us, hey, you two. And if I know her, she'll be writing at that desk 24 hours a day. Boom, I'm here.
She was so hot in the 90s, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Hi, Sherry. I'm Sinclair.
The cousin with the hairy feet.
Wow.
Oh.
You told.
Yeah, that's mean.
feet for our 8th grade science project. It was in the name of science.
Well, for the greater good.
What a sport.
So positive. Yeah.
Sherry, it is going to be so great having you here, just like high school. And by that, I mean the pay.
I figured Khadijah's my girl. She's got her own magazine. I'm currently unemployed. I'll give it a shot.
Ah.
Look, I know you're used to giving your bosses crap, but you're not just my employee, you're my friend.
Oh,
So I
no.
expect double the crap.
You and I can go out to lunch and catch up, right?
No, I can't. I gotta edit some stories. But why don't you take Sinclair? It's really easy to get her to laugh and make her blow soda out of her nose.
There's a new restaurant that just opened down the street. It is traditional Japanese.
Ooh.
I don't think I want to see your feet while I'm eating.
I don't want to see my feet when I'm eating.
What? We'll scare the waiters.
She's a good sport.
Some coffee.
Nothing for me, thanks.
Oh my
Whoa.
God, what are you doing
He's
here?
just always busy.
Have you been here all night?
Well, not in that one spot, no. I polished your pipes, organized your cleaning products, and installed some teak paneling in case company looks down there.
Wow.
What has been keeping you up?
There's
Yeah.
only two things that can cause a man not to sleep for 3 days. Heartache or career crisis.
Synclaire and I are closer than jelly on toast. Well, I got the dream job. Oh, sure, I don't have my own show on TV like some handyman, but don't keep me up at night.
Is he talking about Tim Allen?
I think so.
Overton, have you tried some sort of sleep aid?
Girl, I tried them all. Sleep X, Snoozer Fan Plus, Maximum Strength Snorson.
You gotta be.
Well, Overton, I once read that really vigorous work can help a person get to sleep.
He's been working.
That's all he's been doing.
And I need a new fireplace front. You know, nothing fancy.
God,
just some
so
Italian marble.
manipulative.
Oh my God.
She's so shifty
Yeah.
with her eyes.
Morning.
Oh my God.
Oh.
You didn't sleep again. Then you tried counting cows. Cows? Sure. They're slower than sheep, easier to count.
Oh. Okay.
That's good logic, I guess.
Oh.
What's going on?
Oh no.
Synclaire Sherry for you.
Oh
No, they're new besties.
Really? Their grand opening?
Whose?
Donut Heaven. Okay, I'll meet you there in 10 minutes.
She passed up on lunch.
Yeah.
Plain.
Oh, okay, Khadijah wants some plain. Yeah, I know.
Oh no.
So when writing an article, I should never begin a sentence with and, but, or.
Exactly. They're all conjunctions.
You kind of like conjunction junction?
What's your
Oh gosh.
function?
Schoolhouse Rock. You never saw that, right?
No.
To the mountain or down to the sea?
You should always say thank you.
I'll at least say please.
It's like a cartoon that taught you about English, basically. The rules of English.
I'm just gonna go back to my desk.
Too much fun is going on.
Hey, look, Synclaire. I got a little time now. What do you say I show you how to organize slides for a photo layout?
Oh, that's okay. Sherry showed me yesterday.
Oh, did she?
She's just not needed. She feels so not useful.
Hey, Synclaire, can you get me that information on the national crime statistics?
Alrighty. And why don't you give me what you've written so far and I'll proofread it for you.
Alrighty, but don't make little smiley faces and all the O's, okay?
Oh my gosh,
Look how
they've got like
efficient they
a whole
are.
system.
She's not going to last past this episode. They're having way too much fun.
Russian judge says.
I hope this little holiday on ice means your feature is on my desk just waiting to be edited.
Oh, geez. I completely forgot it's on your desk right now in the in-file.
It's on top of it already.
In case you want to double-check my material.
Wow.
Well, all right. Carry on. All right.
She makes Rosie O'Donnell look shorter. That's hilarious because Rosie O'Donnell's also tall.
Is she?
I think so.
I never thought she was tall.
They're all tall.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you know I'm gonna read your dog article today.
Oh, you don't have to
Oh.
bother. Sherry already read it and gave me some great notes.
You waited too
Oh,
long.
no.
Oh, jeez.
She said I had a lot of potential. Although none of it was apparent in the article she read.
Come on, it's lunchtime. You know what that means. Construction worker!
Why doesn't she make it past this episode? What do you think?
Cause, well,
She gets another job.
yeah,
That's
probably.
That's an easy out.
Yeah.
Overton, slow down. Hey, what you watching?
Little House on the Prairie?
Isn't that the show you're always making fun of Synclaire for watching?
Yeah, but you know it's not that bad.
Now it reminds her of Synclaire.
127, 128. Overton was right. It is exactly 128 steps from my apartment here.
But how many is it back?
You're still awake. Excellent. Because I was thinking about putting in a new steam shower.
What you want is one of them eucalyptus chambers. I'll get right on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What's actually going on with Overton?
I don't know. I feel like it's probably something with him and Synclaire.
She know the rules. Her man, her problem.
I laid at the office to help Sherry with some research.
They've been hanging out together lately a lot.
That's right.
I encouraged it. I think it's great. My cousin, my friend.
Super jealous.
Oh, is Khadijah missing Synclaire?
No.
No, she's just jealous.
Well, don't be sad. We'll fill in for her. What's buzzing, cousin?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I live with her. I work with her. I don't miss Synclaire.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Synclaire, you want to go to the movies? Just the two of us?
Well, I am such a pushover. I always get the Watchtower and awake. Hey, Deej.
Hey, Cher.
I see you pop that zit.
That's so obnoxious.
Yeah, why don't you come with?
Oh, Khadijah doesn't skate. She falls.
Oh, yeah?
You guys go ahead.
Aw.
I'll see you when you come back.
All right.
Okay, suit yourself.
No, never.
Oh, I feel bad for her.
She was invited.
Well, no time for lollygagging. I feel the inspiration for a new article coming on. Cats are cuddly buddies.
Oh.
What's this?
Well, I read your first article, and I really enjoyed it. So as a reward, I thought I'd give you a little more privacy.
Oh, yeah? Do I get a ceiling and a door for my next story?
I'll give you some wet naps. You can pretend like you have a sink in your office.
That seems sus.
Khadijah, why don't you come hang out with us tonight?
Okay, yeah, she knows exactly what's up.
Don't do me any favors. There are plenty of things I can do.
Like what?
Plain donuts.
We can play Clue.
What the hell is that?
Immediately.
We love Clue. We're playing Clue. Tonight. I can hardly wait. What the hell did I just get myself into?
It's really fun.
You try to guess who the murderer is with what weapon and where.
Reminds me of Jersey.
They get along way too well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess who the murderer is.
But you have no evidence.
Don't need evidence. I had a vision.
Oh my God.
Gosh.
Is Professor Plum in the dining room with a rope?
Oh my God, I bet it's right.
And I am out.
Oh.
Come sit by me, we'll be partners.
No, there are no partners. Besides, she just saw who the murderer was.
Yahtzee!
Wrong
He's
game.
playing a different game entirely.
Overton, man, we're playing Clue.
I'm gonna get some snacks.
Yeah, you got any fruit?
Yeah, we have apples, oranges, plums.
Plum sounds good.
What was that?
What?
You going to the kitchen for a plum? Professor Plum? Oh, and I suppose you're gonna cut it with a knife? You're trying to give it an answer. Y'all are cheating.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh.
No, she was just taking my fruit order.
Of course, you're gonna defend her. Khadijah, stop tripping.
Yeah.
I've been playing this game since I was a kid. And never have I seen someone who just had to have fruit in the middle of the game.
Why not?
Well, I will not be a part of this mockery of Clue.
This is mockery of Clue.
So dramatic.
Okay, maybe you and Sherry weren't cheating. Clue brings out the worst in me. Bye.
Ever since Sherry showed up, you've been pouty, touchy, and I'm gonna come right out and say it, snippy.
Well, maybe that's because the two of you been acting like two gossipy, giggly little girls.
And what's wrong with that?
It's immature.
Oh my gosh.
It used to be us.
Aw.
You're jealous.
I am not. I just don't like you two acting as if you like each other more than you like me.
Okay.
Show me how to organize slides. Sherry, read my article. I know what a conjunction is.
Khadijah, that is just so petty. And it's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me.
Yeah, well, get over it.
She took her for granted until she didn't have her anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but your friend Kyle just started using a Russian accent. I had to get out of there.
Oh no. All right, we're gonna talk to.
Hey, we were trying to solve a murder. Anyone could crack under the pressure. It seems that my being here is sort of affecting your relationship, and I'm thinking maybe it's for the best that I don't work at Flavor.
There it is.
Well, damn, I'm gonna have to tell you the truth. I got my first paycheck today, and I know you warned me it was gonna be small, but girl, if I had a cat, I'd starve.
Oh my God.
I really don't want to leave you hanging here, but I think I'm gonna have to go back to freelancing.
Well, I'm sorry to see you go.
Are you?
No crying, no pleading, no begging me to stay.
Sherry, stay.
I can't.
Hey, Khadijah, now you made us play the game. Come down and take your turn.
Bump that. I want to know what's going on.
Everything's fine. Khadijah apologized.
Damn. No bloodbath?
You know, Khadijah, your box spring is pretty squeaky.
Oh, God.
My old box spring was pretty squeaky.
That's why he can't sleep.
The squeaky sound is kind of soothing, though.
He's knocked out. So he needs the squeaky sound.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping like a newborn baby.
Drool and everything.
So his bed needs to be broken in.
Yeah.
Oh, be sweetie, wake up. Wake up.
Where's Khadijah? Why? No, let him be.
Wake up!
Let him be. Let him be.
Come on, man, it's time to clear out.
Just sleep in his bed.
She's like, give me my teddy bear. No, you'll break it.
I would just make him take his shoes off.
Aww.
Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell was pretty big. I used to watch her show too back in the day, and she was obsessed with Tom Cruise.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a whole special episode leading up to the appearance of Tom Cruise, and she was like advertising it, going, "He's gonna be here, like we're gonna have a whole photo booth and everything." Yeah, I think it was when she came out that she got just like Ellen DeGeneres, she got canceled. It was really silly. Like, it was stupid. Ellen DeGeneres...
I didn't even realize that she'd come out.
Yeah, Ellen DeGeneres came out, and then she lost her show. And now Ellen DeGeneres is canceled for a whole different set of reasons.
Different reason.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with her sexuality.
Yeah. But Rosie O'Donnell, yeah, you're right. Like, she was pretty...
She was...
Like, she was huge back in the day.
Yeah, I just remember seeing her in a lot of things, and then she did the voice, one of the voices in Tarzan, right? As
I don't
gorilla,
remember.
Right?
Oh, she's only 5'7". Okay. But still, that's, like, tall for a woman, right?
Fairly, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Tall, like, not tall, but not short, but, like, taller than average, I guess.
Average female height in the world.
4'5".
5'3".
5'3",
Yeah, see,
okay.
she's tall for a woman. Everyone's in the comments is like, yo, I'm 5'9".
Yeah, everyone's like, we're a bunch of tall people over here. I feel like the thing that Khadijah was feeling with like the burgeoning friendship between Sherry and Synclaire was really relatable. I don't know if that's ever happened to you where you're like,
I was thinking of you immediately when I saw Khadijah pouting on the bed, because initially I was like, is this me? Am I that dude who gets jealous?
No, it's me.
And then I was like, wait a second. No, it's proximity. It's not me. It's someone near me. I think I could totally feel that sense of jealousy, though. Like, if I remember when I was a little kid seeing my dad. You met Christina, my cousin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we were playing chess or something, and I saw my dad like helping Christina out with playing chess, and I got so jealous. I'm like, you don't help me play chess. So, I got jealous of my dad's attention.
Yeah.
And so I got jealous of his attention with my little brother as well. Yeah, so I do have a sense of it. I just can't think of any with friends off the top of my head. Yeah, no, I totally went through it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
but you're
right
like,
now,
you're like extra intense about it, though.
Yeah, right now I can't really think of like a specific example, but I know
Daniel.
that feeling really well. Oh yeah, that's right. I was just talking about it the other day too. So yeah, that happened.
People don't know what I'm talking about. You have to explain it.
So I had a friend at uni called Daniel. He's a super cool guy. And yeah, he used to like hang out with our friend group a lot. And so we had this like really diverse friend group with like people of all different backgrounds and stuff. Daniel is, he's like Black with Jamaican, like that's his background, is Jamaican in the UK. Anyway, all of a sudden he was spending a whole bunch of time with some other new friends. And, they were all white. Anyway.
Well, you're just gonna roast him like that?
No. But like he was just, but it was all like, they were doing other activities and stuff like that because it was like the drama club or whatever.
Were they female?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not all of them were female.
Okay.
But then all of a sudden everyone was like calling him Danny. And I was like, who's Danny? Like, you're Daniel. Like, why are they calling you Danny? You don't even like that. And he's like, yeah, it's fine. I just let them. I'm like, you're not Danny. We have a Danny in our friend group as well. He's like, white ginge. Anyway, but yeah, it was. I'm so precious about my friends. I think because I love my friends so much. And so when I start, it's true, when I start seeing them like branch off and have other friends, the little insecure part of me goes, wait, but I thought you loved me. Don't leave me. And then I'm like, no, it's okay. Fly. Have other friends. It's cool. I'll still love you forever.
I feel like this is something to unpack with your therapist for sure.
Maybe. I do get
Like
very jealous.
I'm listening to you and I'm like, I feel like there's something deep seated in there that you haven't uncovered yet.
Yeah. I'm just very possessive.
Yeah.
I know that about myself. And so it's not like I don't want people to have other friends. Please go and have other friends. It's very important to like have a big, wide, diverse friend group. But like, don't forget me. Invite me, include me. But then do you know what the thing is?
I've heard things that like stories you told me, and I've witnessed it. And sometimes, I get where you're coming from. Like some people, it's also being in LA though, and so that makes things tricky. The whole thing with Daniel's in London, so that's a totally different scenario. But like I've witnessed some of your friendships while living in Los Angeles, and I get how that can exacerbate your feelings.
Well, I think it's also because I'm a friendly person and I get along well.
At least you think so.
I get along well with a lot of people, but I don't feel close to a lot of people.
Just me.
Just you, Jaby. You're one of the people that
I'm one of the good ones.
Yeah, no, but like I have friends, like casual friends, and then I have my close friends, and I don't have a lot of close friends. And so when I start feeling those people kind of drift away, it makes me sad.
I don't think that this is a totally different topic now, but like I don't feel like you're truly someone's friend until you've seen the range of their emotions, be it anger, crying, like maybe an argument with that friend that you get through. Because I feel like, if your friendship is never tested, you don't really know that you're friends with them, Like, so the people in my life, be it Sintel, our friendship's been tested, and we've come out the other side. And so we know, Like, you witnessed it, in fact. I walked back to my hotel because of Mario Kart, of all things.
Brings out the worst in people.
Yeah. No, but he was being an asshole, and he knows it. And so, but I vowed never to play Mario Kart with him again, just to, protect our friendship. So, but anyway, I feel like, anyway, I don't know where I'm going with that. So.
Well, you're just saying that, if you can't say that you're close with someone unless you've experienced like the whole gamut.
Yeah. But I think if you come out the other side of that, you can be more comfortable with, like, you're not going to care if I'm friends with somebody else.
Please leave me alone.
Yeah, exactly. See? But our shit's been tested though,
Sure,
and so you have a sense of security there. And I think that like the things you're talking about are situations where it hasn't been tested.
Yeah, perhaps, but I've had very few major fallings out with friends.
We can all English together.
Yeah. I haven't fallen out with many friends. You're one of the few people where I've actually gotten frustrated with, and you've seen that side of me. But I think that's also because we work together. I don't work with my other friends, really. So, some...
You do, but you maintain composure.
Yes, that's true. But yeah, I do get jealous sometimes. I'm working on it. I'm much better now.
But it's also a tricky situation here in the show. To bring it back to the show.
Yeah, it's not an Achara therapy session.
No, it can be. But it's different because now, it's all in your workspace. It's in this, for Khadijah, it's like this is her bread and butter. This is her passion. This is her everything. And so, and she invited this friend in, but there's no cubicles really. And so everything's just constantly she's hyper exposed to this thing. Now it's like she's constantly being reminded of how she's not close with either of them.
Well,
in this instance.
And I think maybe she took Synclaire for granted.
Yes, that too.
Right? And so now she's realizing oh wait, she is really cool.
Yeah.
She does have potential and all of that, but she had put Synclaire on the back burner for so long. And so now another person's come along and she's all like, oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Competition?
Yeah. I do like that on I like what that gives to the audience as a sort of a lesson or a thing to munch on of don't take your friends for granted. You know, there's a part of you that thinks they're always going to be there, but if you're not
Proactive.
respecting that friendship, you know, the way you would water a plant, you know, you could lose that friendship.
That's true.
You know, but that said, there are some friends I have that I don't speak to for years, and then we reconnect, and it's like not a day has passed.
Yeah, most
You
of my
know,
friends are like that.
But you do want to try to like make sure you're
Doing your part.
part in that friendship. We live in a strange time. Like, so I feel like this is a lesson that is always relevant. And so, but we live in a strange time. Like the first time we started to notice these things was, you know, with stuff like Friendster and MySpace, and then eventually Facebook, where it's like you've got 10,000 friends. Like, no one, your brain can't handle 10,000 friends. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
There's no room for that, right?
That's why I'm like 5.
We have
five close friends is pretty good.
If you think about tribalism or tribes rather, how many people did you have in your community? Maybe 100, maybe. And so you could keep track of all that, you know.
Right,
If you
yeah.
if you could use a small town as an example of 5,000 people, maybe you could keep track of that, but you're not close with all of them. All I'm trying to get to is, you know, don't take the people next to you for granted.
That's true.
I do like that lesson quite a bit. It's like, especially in a city like Los Angeles or New York, where you're just like, oh yeah, we have this thing where it's okay to blow off your friends. I've got work. I've got this thing. I'm hustling.
I'm guilty of that.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're not the only one. That's very prevalent in Los Angeles. And I feel like we need a shift. I would have hoped that pandemic schooled us on appreciating that. But, you know, once we get back to normal, we kind of forget the lesson. I think it's really important to remember your friends. One of the things, speaking of when Achara would, like, clown my ass, we did a lot of live streams during pandemic. And that's when Achara's usually roasting me the hardest, is during live streams. And so there's no editing out her filter. Anyway, what I would always say at the end of the live stream is hug your loved ones, let your friends know, let your loved ones know that you love them. Like I don't think we do that enough. I think we often forget that, and we take it for granted, and we always think that person's going to be there, and then they're not one day. And I think it's so important. Pandemic really illustrated that to us. So I think it's so crucial to like remember your friends. I went off on a weird fucking soapbox tangent. I'm so sorry. I just realized that. But anyway, yeah, I like this lesson a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Very relatable.
What do you think of Rosie O'Donnell?
You know, I like her.
Yeah.
I liked her in this episode, and I like her like in general when I see her. She has this very like interesting, almost like caustic humor.
Especially in this episode.
Yeah, she was like really jabbing at Khadijah. But I thought that she gelled really well with Synclaire. Like they were very cute together. And I also appreciated the little side story with Overton when he couldn't sleep. And it turns out, it was just the fact that he needed to sleep in a crappy bed. That was squeaky, which, you know, like sometimes you do end up just getting used to a thing a certain way, you know?
Yeah, and you take it for granted. Oh, you mean your bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's just... now you've got like a new ergonomic bed, and all of a sudden it's like, that's just not.
Okay, according to ChatGPT, her coming out of the closet was not the primary cause. That was something I made up. The daytime talk show concluded in 2002 after a successful 6-year run. She chose to leave to spend more time with her children. She publicly came out as gay in 2002, near the end of the show's run. I don't know, man. That seems pretty linked, but I don't know what I'm talking about. The Rosie Show, she returned for a year. Due to low ratings. Market research indicated that even the show's gay-friendly audience was tiring of frequent gay references and discussions about. Okay, all right.
Oh, okay.
So she was just like hitting the audience over the head with it. We get it. You like women, Jesus. Anyway, cool. Let's move on to the last. I feel a little sad for her. It's it's one of those things where, in some ways, I kind of feel bad for celebrities who strike so big. Because, the other day I was watching, as you were walking through in the office, I was watching a video about Jamie Kennedy chronicling his own bad instances in his career, particularly with relation to the Mask sequel. And I'm like, I feel bad for him on some level because he hit so big. And I'm listening to talk about how he's with these executives here and talking about these movie stars here and blah, 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 and all these movies he's making, picture. And all of a sudden, poof. It's,
like, what happened?
Yeah, I almost feel bad for them because I'm like, can you imagine how depressing that is to hit so big?
Yeah.
It's like the allegory of the cave. It's like you've seen the coolest part of life and now you don't get to have it.
I think you just become jaded with the industry where you're like, they said that I was going to be the next big thing. Like I was going to do really well. I was going to start making millions of dollars per movie. And then all of a sudden it's like, psh, you're trash.
Yeah. So, memories. Okay, last episode. Let's check it out. Here we go.
What?
Exciting and new! Come aboard!
I'm with Overton.
Live music.
Get the hell away from me.
So, tell them the big news, Khadijah.
There is no news.
I wouldn't say being asked to be the subject of an on-air TV interview with an award-winning journalist at our house next week at 7 o'clock is no news. I'm never gonna believe it. Tell them.
It's just a little puff piece for that TV show Black Visionaries.
Oh,
That's
no,
cool.
that sounds really good.
You know, they interview all the prominent African Americans in the city.
Yeah.
Note to Sabrina, expect a call from Black Visionaries.
Note to Sabrina, there are several poisons that can't be traced. Think about it.
Black Visionaries, that's that show that comes on after my favorite soap, Latino Love.
Sounds like a great show.
I wish I hadn't agreed to do it. I mean, I'm a behind-the-scenes kind of person.
The truth is, Khadijah stinks at public speaking.
I got a little speech for you.
Anyway, in junior high, she had to give this speech. And so she got up, wobbling in her first pair of heels. And she said, Principal Hernandez.
I mean, to be fair, people are more afraid of public speaking than death.
Let's have all of tonight's contestants up here on stage so we can announce
ventriloquist.
tonight's talented winner, all right, huh?
They get prizes for this poop?
Can't they find anybody in this place with some talent?
Oh, hell, you got Nat King Kyle sitting right here.
Uh-oh.
Nat King Kyle.
Come on, Overton, that was only one review. Yeah.
That you had laminated and is now hanging in our bathroom.
Kyle, why don't you sing next week in the open mic contest?
Aw.
Come on. You know you can at least beat pudding, if not fudge.
Have we heard Kyle sing at all?
I don't think so.
You think it's so easy. Why don't you get up there and tell some of your jokes, huh?
This contest is for amateurs. See, I've been paid for my comedic style.
You people don't understand. There has to be passion. You know, I sing from my heart.
First prize, $300.
Instant 180.
Khadijah, it's time for your makeover.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, you don't. Take that camera up to your bedroom and put it back on the ceiling mount where it belongs.
On the ceiling mount.
Oh, goodness.
Honey, you have a really terrifically cute face here in real life. But see, television is a merciless distorter of the truth.
No. Don't do it.
I will take my little miracle kit and work my magic on someone else. Because, see, dear, it is very obvious to me that you do not want my help.
What is she?
Okay, Regine, what did you do to the camera to make me look like Yoda?
I pressed record. Deal
Rude.
with it.
That's just you.
Damn.
Did I sit like that? Oh, hunched over?
I know. Okay.
Damn, my eyes look crossed.
Just the one eye.
Dang, look at your ear.
Hey. Man, I was working on my microphone technique with that remote.
Man, last time you sang in this thing, you ended up recording 6 hours of Korean home shopping. Man, see, you've been walking around here tormenting yourself a day. Just sing the damn song and sing it like you mean.
He's over
Sing
it.
that song, She's Out of My Life. Don't try to choke up at the end. Hell, everybody know it's phony.
Come on, fire, get out of here, come on!
That's terrible.
Hey, I thought your smoke alarms were going off.
Yes, I'm so glad you're here. You know, it will remind me not to sing so flat.
What?
Oh.
Damn.
Lack of stamina would be your main concern.
Ooh.
You know, coming from a woman whose musical tastes go no further than Alvin and the Chipmunks,
What's wrong with them?
I really wouldn't expect you to understand. You see, I throw myself into my craft. I embrace a song like I embrace a woman.
So that's what, once a year?
But it's a tune you will never forget. Now, this conversation is over. Allow me to show you the way out.
A little
is there, partner?
No, it's just pre-performance anxiety. I think I can handle this crowd.
Oh, no.
Whoa, that was the scariest thing I ever did in my life. I mean, when you Reba McEntire, it's easy. It's in front of 50,000 people, no problem. But here, where you can see each and every face, woo! Good luck up there, dog.
It's the worst.
He didn't mean it, though.
Hardest working man on Wall Street. Yeah, well, what does that mean? Well, anyway, let's welcome the vocal stylings of Kyle Barker, huh?
Woo! That's impressive. Yeah.
It's gonna be forever.
Synclaire. It's like a very funky rendition.
That was nice of nice of Max to show up later.
Yeah. Oh no! She looks hot.
What is happening?
He can't sing in front of her. He was doing so well.
Wow. Check out Loser Van Drost.
Damn. That was so mean to kick him while he was down.
Yeah.
Just put this whole silly contest behind you.
Hey, can somebody give me a hand with this?
Oh my God.
Wow.
You still have your dignity. Oh, no, you really don't, do you?
That's obscene. Looks like an urn.
Anybody who's ever been on stage before has flopped at one time or another.
Regine was killing me with those pigtails, by the way.
Why? She was looking so cute.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Man, I completely lost it up there. And why did it have to be in front of Max, huh? You know, I'm never gonna hit into this.
Aww.
You know, I think my avid viewing of Ricky Lake is about to pay off.
Uh-oh.
I think Max is the reason why you cracked on stage.
Please, come on, man. It would take a lot more than her.
Oh.
You and Max have been intimate. You inoculated the cat. You took Mr. Toad for the wild ride, y'all.
We did discuss having a relationship, but good sense prevailed, allowing us to maintain our mutual disgust.
So, what I'm hearing here is you tried to get closer to Max and she closed the door. She cut you off. She hung up the emotion phone.
Uh-huh.
Man, I thought I had put all this stuff behind me.
Well, clearly you haven't.
Go tell her.
Just get back on that stage in front of Max and the other 50 people that laughed your ass up out of there. I think the reason why Max didn't hook up with you is because she's scared.
Really?
God, how insightful is Overton right now.
I know.
Well, it's either that or she's just not attracted to you.
Posture, poise, smile, sincerity. Posture, poise, smile, sincerity. Listen, if you find that you're at a loss for words, simply thank God and your family for all the opportunities that you've been given, and then the big smile.
Oh my God.
Just pretend we're two old friends chatting, and I'll ask you a few simple questions.
Oh, God.
Excuse me. If you were old friends, would you know the answers to all the questions?
I doesn't even answer.
So, what is it like being a young African-American woman
God.
with your own magazine?
Nice?
Oh no, I hate this.
Now, for those viewers who haven't been lucky enough to have read Flavor magazine, how would you describe it?
Nice.
It's a magazine. It's called Flavor, and I publish it, and it's it's urban, and it's hip, and
This reminds me of that kid. That meme kid.
I like to thank God and my family. Since I was little.
Get Regine out of here. You're ruining everything.
I have an idea. Close your eyes. Go get him. We're ready now.
I think I can answer that question for you now.
Please do.
Flavor
She
magazine.
looks so mad.
My magazine gives voice to a community
Oh, here we go.
that
Transition.
might not otherwise be heard.
Well, all right, and you're very successful. What's your secret?
Lack of a social life, gal.
Yes, that is a fact.
There it is, yeah.
Nobody handles a song like this next performer, all right? I mean, really, you know?
Oh my God, is Kyle gonna profess his love on stage?
I don't know. No, he's not.
The vocal stylings of Mr. Kyle Barker.
Woo!
My funny Valentine.
Oh, he's gonna sing it to her?
I feel like he's doing that.
With my heart.
Ooh.
Your looks are laughable. Unphotographable.
Oh, she's into it?
No, he's singing it to her.
Oh my God! Yo!
No, he's insulting her though.
I know, but she's. But this is how they communicate to each other. She's into it.
She is, yeah.
Don't you change it, don't you change it, don't you change your hair for me.
Yo!
For me.
Oh my God! Hit those notes.
I like Synclaire's reaction.
Valentine's Day,
Yo! Where's that white dude looking in the back? What's?
Wipe the drool.
Is Valentine's Day.
She in love.
Yeah. She was sweating.
Liked him.
It's all right.
Well, it's nothing to throw a parade over.
So, what's with all the confetti? Max, you know he boiled your potato?
All right, you did it, dog.
Man, I had her eating right out of the palm of my hand. Too bad I didn't have some oats.
Now you can finally put this whole sick mess behind you.
That's right, and I want to thank you, my brother. I am now finally free.
That's right.
Free of what? Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh, Lord, there they go again.
So what is it with relationships these days, huh? They all fail, why bother? And try getting a cab. It's hell. Yeah, you know, some people like dogs, some people like cats. Man, they both smell. Any married people out here? Come on, put on your hands. Come on, let's go. Yeah, you know the odds are against you. And the problem with public transportation is that anyone can take it. Oh, don't get me going. Nah. Yes. Well, I'm Maxine Shaw. Thanks. Good night. Yeah.
Oh my God! Did you see the extras in the back while he was singing his ass off?
Oh, that they were looking in the wrong direction?
Well, just the white dude.
Yes, I saw that when you pointed it out.
It's just the white guy singing, looking in the wrong direction. Hold up. No, but like on top of that, there was a black dude looking at him going. He had the. I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he was just serious, but he had the look of, he ain't all that. Just wait. It'll take a second to get there. You thought he was just clowning her.
He was. I mean, like the lyrics at first.
I know, but like that's how they, they're mean to each other.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Look at the black dude. He's just like not into it at all.
He's just like.
But I have to imagine that he just was like tired of it, like because when Jackie Chan described making the movie The Tuxedo, right? And he had to sing in the tuxedo, and so initially everyone's like, "Yeah, Jackie." Everyone's, oh my God, you can imagine Jackie Chan telling the story. But after like a few hours, people are like, "Yeah, Jackie." Okay, here's the shot. Look right here. Look at this. Look at the way he's looking.
Yeah.
This dude's not even looking at the right spot. She's so into it. He's into it. Like. This dude is just judgy. Like, judgy as fuck. Like, what the hell? The white dude with the hat backwards ain't even looking.
He's just eating his snacks,
But, like, it's just contrasting the lady's enthusiasm next to him. She's, like, supremely into it. He's like, just bitter bitch over there in the back. God damn. I have to imagine I'm reading into it, and it's just he's just tired because like.
Or maybe that was a direction because you need to have some people who are judgy. They couldn't hire you, so.
What do you mean they couldn't hire me?
You're judgy.
I'm sorry. What shots fired? What just happened here? We're on team Jaby and Achara. We're supposed to like. What are you doing?
It was a joke. It was a joke.
And y'all say she never takes shots at me. So anyway. I think that what happened was he was just tired. Like, they do these things over and over and over again. And so, after.
You should have been focused on Kyle and Max.
I take it all in. I take all of it in. No, but like, it was just weird because like I'm looking at the atmosphere because that's what they call background actors, right? And like the lady, like I could just see the fervent enthusiasm between different people, and then like just in the dead middle of the background is this white dude looking over there, and this black dude judging him. I'm like, why are you judging him?
He's like, yeah, you're not all that, brother.
Yeah. I'm like, dang, dude. Anyway, I loved it. I loved every second of that. That was awesome because I've been waiting for it for a minute. So.
Oh, for like
ever since the beginning of the season, I've been waiting for this.
Rekindled.
Like as soon as she walked in with the dress and he got all stammered and stupid, I was like, oh, I see where this is going. But I thought that maybe this was going to be the precursor to other episodes, sort of exploring this. I didn't know we'd get it all right now, and so
yeah, I feel like this is probably going to be like they're going to put a pin in this for a minute.
You think so? They're not going to explore in the next episode?
No. I think they're going to put a pin in it and then maybe revisit it in like 2 or 3 episodes' time.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
I had fun. Nonetheless, okay, thanks for pulling on my excitement. And nonetheless, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it so much. Seeing, like, once I realized where it was going, I was just so happy to finally see, not just him, like, going for it, but her reaction on top of that. It's like she was just so caught off guard. She didn't know it was going to be about her.
She was like, dang, Kyle's hot.
Yeah, like, and the realization of the attraction, it's like, how do you like that? Because she came in with the dress and he just got all flustered and messed up because he realized it got reignited again, right?
Yeah.
And so,
I mean, I think it was a combination of that and like, he does like her and so he got all flustered.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to like do any sort of public speaking, singing, acting, all of that. I mean, I can relate as far as the singing goes. Like, I love singing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I always do karaoke on my birthday. But I get very scared of singing in front of strangers.
I feel like your enthusiasm is not matching my enthusiasm. Why is that? Why aren't you as into this as I am? I am so excited about
woo,
this.
Woo, 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 woo.
What do you do?
I mean, Synclaire.
I just feel like you're not matching my enthusiasm here. Like, aren't you excited for them? I'm excited for them.
Woo!
Oh my God!
Yes.
Put your pom-poms down.
I'm excited. I enjoyed that. I'm sorry. My energy is not matching yours, Jaby.
You smell funny.
Whatever. No, it's cute. It's cute. I really like it. I like Max and Kyle.
Uh-huh.
I think they're really cute. So, yeah. I was just saying that the nervousness is relatable because there is something about singing, and then to top that off, someone that you like or you want them to see you positively, or you don't want to embarrass yourself in front of that person, it's just gonna psych you out even more. He wasn't prepared, and then he trained, and then he was like, "No, but got this."
Well, what was cool about that was he completely forgot. He forgot that he liked her until she walked in with that dress, and he was like, "Bam!"
It's like, whoa. She looked hot.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah.
I was a little bit thrown, just like he was.
Oh my God.
Because I'm so used to seeing her in
like a suit.
Professional wardrobe. Not like that.
Not like this.
Not like this. So I completely get it. I understand why he got all flustered and messed up like that. But to have his comeback, his comeback tour.
Well, I think also the song choice was great because he could just really lean into like the relationship that he and Max have, because it's like the lyrics were all like, I can't remember them exactly, but it was kind of implying like, you're not conventionally good looking or whatever, but you're my funny Valentine. Like, I wouldn't change a thing about you, blah, blah, blah. So then when he's saying these insulting things, he can just like really say them to her face because that's how they relate to each other in real life. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think the song choice was great. Whereas the other one was too much was too loving. And that's not their relationship.
It wasn't meant
so
for her.
Outwardly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then she walked in and he was just like, I'm tongue tied. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was cute.
This is a fun episode because like when they got back home, it was just like, to add insult to injury, Overton got the trophy, and it was like, it wasn't a small trophy. It was
so obnoxious.
It was enormous. It was so big. He had to drag that thing in like he was hauling a dead body.
Yeah.
God damn. So then he puts that bitch up. He's so proud of himself. I'm like, oh, I'd be hurt if I was Kyle. It's like, you're gonna put that in front of my face? Like, really? That's basically a reminder of how I lost. Come on. Be kind, rewind, put that somewhere else.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But I thought it was cute that Overton was using all of his knowledge from daytime television to help him out.
Yeah.
Because you know what?
He was very insightful.
Yeah, the thing that I love about Synclaire and Overton is they are kind of like the quirky characters. But then every now and then, they'll come up with something that's like very insightful and sound.
Oh, and Regine with the pigtails. God damn.
She looked really cute.
That messed me up. I was just like Kyle and Max. Like, I was just like, what just happened? I don't know what it is about the pigtails on her, but that was like, she looked. The funniest thing is when I saw her in the thumbnail. For the video. I thought that was a totally different person. I thought that was a guest star. I'm like, who's this? I thought that was maybe like a date for Kyle,
Yeah.
But anyway, I quickly learned that it wasn't.
Yeah, it was really cute. It was a cute look on her.
I don't know what it is about those pigtails on her. I think I just have a thing for pigtails. I don't know why.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool. Noted. Remind me never to do that.
Okay. Don't. I'm just saying, she looked great. Yeah, the whole episode was like they had this talent show at the cafe.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was pretty much it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't stand live music at a cafe. It drives me nuts.
What? Why?
Because it always catches me off guard, like a fart or a pimple. It's like, I wasn't ready for this. I didn't come here for this. I came here to talk to my friend, and now it's just like in my face.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. If you just like randomly went to a cafe or something and they had music, and then you were like, I didn't sign up for this.
Exactly.
Like if you went to something and it was an open mic night and you knew, that would be something else, wouldn't it?
That's a complete, yes.
That's a different kettle of fish. Yeah.
A different what?
Kettle of fish.
I don't know that saying. That's new.
It's a saying.
You're just full of interesting. So yeah, if I'm there for that, then that's different. But like oftentimes it blindsides me.
The other thing that happened in this was that Khadijah had her interview.
Yes.
I felt like Regine
Just Shoot Me borrowed that.
was sabotaging her.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just a common joke that's used. But Just Shoot Me.
I feel like it's a pretty common thing. It's like, because when if you're not used,
it was almost the exact same joke, but yeah, I mean it is a common joke, but yeah, like.
But if you're not used to talking on camera, that's another thing that's like super nerve-wracking. Remember when I was like, hey, I work with this girl, like she's so funny, she loves video games, let's bring her on, and like you can shoot with her and shoot some video game reactions, and then she came on and she was not those things, and I was like, oh my god, why are you? But in real life, you're so funny and you're so talkative. I can't get you to shut up. And then she sat next to you and she was just like, so yeah, it does happen.
Maybe it wasn't just shoot me. And you were referring to something that actually happened, right?
Yeah, don't you remember?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But you made it sound like it was made up, but that happened.
No, I said that I worked with someone.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the info at the same time as trying to listen to you. I'm not good at multitasking.
No,
I was
you're
trying to listen
not.
to you. I was trying to listen to you and look up the info. I don't think it was just Shoot Me, but it was a show. Radio City, maybe? What was that show called? I'm sorry. I need to prove myself, right or wrong. Radio City. What the hell was it called?
News Radio.
News Radio. That's what it's called. Yes, News Radio. Let me see if I can find it. Well, first off, let's see. News Radio air date. Yeah, this came after, I think, right?
But I feel like that's such like a common idea. It's like you get an interview or you get to do something on camera, and then someone else is all like, "Let me give you a makeover so that you don't look and sound exactly the way that you are in real life."
Mm-hmm.
So dumb.
I'm not gonna find it. But anyway, it was News Radio. It was the boss gets nervous. He has to go on camera. And he just like completely like messes up his words.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I guess that is a joke that's been done.
Yeah, like going on camera or singing in front of people, public speaking, all of that. Scary as hell.
Yeah, but it's just that the first time I saw that joke was on News Radio, and the way it was performed, it was similar to Khadijah. That's all I'm trying to say.
She did a great job, Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
With
Yeah. Yes. I have nothing to add to that. Yes, you're right.
Yes, I am right. Yeah.
As always.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah, I enjoyed this episode quite a bit. If that wasn't obvious, thanks so much for hanging out. I am Jaby Koay. This is
Achara Kirk.
Peace out.